A very good morning and welcome. It's Jeff Laughton online at 10:30 on Friday the 13th of June. Well, I actually thought it was Friday the 13th yesterday. What a leveler that was. It just shows never get too high when you're winning and you don't get too low when you're losing. That was an horrendous day yesterday. I think there was 30 races, only 6 favourites out of 31. Some of them were ridiculously like fives on. And there was actually 10 horses that were 6-4 or under yesterday were turned over. It was an absolute bloodbath and a bookie's benefit. Well, didn't want to get up this morning after yesterday, but we've got to fight on. As I say, don't get too high when you're winning, then try not to get too low when you're losing. So obviously Ascot next week, so we'll be getting good stuff every day. I hope it's not as bad as yesterday, and we'll get cracking on to today. Just before we start, as always, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already done it, will notify you when I put these videos up. And I'm not putting a video up next week. All my Royal Ascot bets will be in a special group, and if you want to know what they are, then just drop me an email at the email address below, or send me a text to the mobile that's listed below. And if you want to join my private service or you want to inquire about it, drop me an email for that as well. So let's get started. I'm doing it without notes, so I'm going to just try and wing it as we go through, and I'll tell you what I know. Start in the 205 at Sandown. Charlie Appleby introduced a very, very smart Dubai, we called here. They could not believe that horse was turned over at Newbury yesterday. And this one works every bit as well as it, so it shouldn't be getting beaten. But after yesterday, anything's possible. Right, rest of the Sandown card. In the 425, Kosamatsuki. I think I put this one up last time, and this was turned over at Salisbury when Jack Mitchell rode it. Now, I didn't think, well, he's another one of the mediocre jockeys that make very little difference in the saddle. He got it beat when he shouldn't have got it beat. I think it's gone up a couple of pounds, but they put Sylvester on today. More importantly, gets an uphill finish, because I think this horse really wants a mile. I think it's very well handicapped, but I think it wants a mile. I think the stiff finish here will find them out, and I think that one should be winning there. You'll have to excuse the sniffles as well. I don't know where I've picked this up from, but not good timing for next week. Right, then let's go to York. I always like this Rouse Cellar in the 225. It's quite an expensive seller, and the winner invariably gets sold for about 25-30 grand. So this is certainly better than a seller. And I thought U-Turn of Tim Easterby's would come out best there. Certainly comes out best on my figures. I've not backed it, but just passing that on. In the 335, Carl Burke introduces another smart 2-year-old called Stargaze. I say smart. It might not be one of the better ones, but he certainly knows its job, and this would not be a strong race. Again, I've not backed it, but I'm just passing that on to you. 410 at York. Now, we were with Burrito last time in a big way when it ran in a really nice competitive handicap on its third start. Gone up £10 for that run, and Sovereign Sea ran it to, I think he's about half a length, and he's £2 better off, plus they put a decent kid on. But this Burrito, they think is a group horse, and if it is a group horse, then it ought to be winning off this mark. I think it's off about 98, something like that. Certainly ought to be winning today if it's as good as what they think it is. That's it at York. So where else can we look? We'll look at Chester. I think there was a race there I did have my eye on, which was in the 325. I was quite taken by this top team of Andrew Baldwin. It's shown nothing in 3 runs, but put it in a handicap, and it really found, because it was off the bridle at the top of the straight, and that was over this course and distance. It was off the bridle there, and the way it found suggests that could, even though that's gone up £7, that could still have a fair bit left under the locker, and I quite like that one. That was it at Chester. So the only other meeting we've got is Goodwood. What have I got for you there? I thought Mystic Moment would have the best form that anything's run. Whether there's anything lurking, I don't know, but that one would be certainly my preference there. And the rest of the card, no, nothing. So I'm just going to leave it for those that I've just mentioned here. I will be more organised tomorrow. I'll probably hopefully be in a better mood, especially if some of these go and win. And I'll speak to you the same time tomorrow. Thank you.